Good morning, it's Kate. It's 8:30 a.m. It's time for me to take a shower and get ready for the day. My daughter, I dropped her off at school at 7:50 because it starts at 8 a.m. I woke up at 6:50 a.m. Just enough time for me to kind of try to wake up and get dressed, and and then I wake my daughter up at 7, and then I get her dressed and do her hair and brush her teeth and make her breakfast. And this morning was just a bagel with strawberry cream cheese, which she loves. I would love to be one of those moms that wake up at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. and then get ready for the day and like shower and all that stuff and do their hair and makeup and whatnot. And they're just ready before they even wake up their kid, but I've just not accomplished that yet. So bear with me. First things first, my cat keeps bothering me, so I thought maybe she needed food and water, but she's got food. She's got food. I'll get her some fresh water. Ain't go feed. There you go. Yeah. Let's let some sunlight in here. I gotta brush my teeth because I didn't do that this morning before dropping her off for school. And I'm in my daughter's bathroom. I get ready in here pretty much every day because my fiance works third shift and he is asleep in our bedroom. And I try to just not go in there really, until he gets up at like noon. You already know, shower time. Okay, I'm showered. I put my clothes back on. Usually, I put on like body lotion over my body, but it's so cold in this house that I just wanted to throw my clothes back on. And so, anyways, I start with my face care routine. And I start with the vitamin C serum. And smooth out my crow's feet and my bags and my smile lines and hydrate my pores, try to minimize lip glows. I only put ice cold water on my face. So like when I shower, yes, I take a warm shower to wash my body, but my hair gets lukewarm water and my face gets ice cold water for 1 whole minute. And that's while I'm like, I rinse it with lukewarm water initially to get it wet, and then, I soak my hands, and then I scrub soap on my face, and then I rinse it with ice cold water for 1 whole minute, cleanse and rinse. This is a facial massage that I learned from a dermatologist, and it's to get rid of the wrinkles that bother me the most. It's because I live in Florida, and I always be squinting out the sun, so I do that for an entire minute. Gotta say, this stuff, though, it really does, take care of my acne scars, hyperpigmentation, and, and dark spots. Forgot to record it, but I also use one exfoliation pad each day before I do my skincare, my simple skincare. And I like to give it a couple minutes. I like to give the vitamin C serum a couple minutes before I follow with moisturizer. And I do wear SPF and sunscreen if I'm going to be out in the sun for any extended period of time. And besides the vitamin E supplement and 2 biotin gummies every day, that is my entire skin routine. And that's the stuff I use, collagen, peptide max, only times 2 or whatever. So good. Now on to hair care. I use this moisturizing curl activating cream. You really need, like a tiny bit. Because watch this. Okay. And then I'm going to do the praying hands methods. Flatten it out, straightening it out. And scrunch. I usually just braid my hair, and I call that, my hair care. Every night before bed, and after my shower, after my hair was almost dry, I would braid it. And, and that gave me the desired effect or look that I was looking for, I think, maybe for a long time, at least when I was bleaching my hair. And then I go ahead and put some gel. It really doesn't matter what kind of gel you follow up with. Although I still have more. You can't see it, but I can. Ugh, my hair. This is that. Depending on how much hair you have is how much gel you want to grab. And I don't have a lot of it right now, so I just a little bit. And I don't smooth my hair out again. I just do. Squishy. And there you have it. Hair, trust the process. Wait for it to dry up. I would use a diffuser, but it just makes my hair frizzy. I can't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So, or don't trust the process. My waves, curls, it's waves. They're not the best. So I just recently adapted a curly hair care routine. So I'm gonna let my hair dry while I make some coffee. I'm making a caramel macchiato. Caramel. You see it in there. I use Starbucks beans. Grind it all up. Perfect double shot, in my opinion. Perfectly grounded. Just like me. Jokes. And some half and half, and mix it all up. Just looking good. And some extra caramel, some extra half and half, and then I just make a mess because it's really hard to record something. That has never happened to me before. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I have never tried to record myself making a coffee. So, yeah, that's what she is. That's a perfect caramel macchiato. Mwah. Besides a mess. Ignore that. It tastes even better than it looks. Breakfast. Honestly, if you want to support good gut health and if you don't want acne, you should drink water first thing in the morning and then 30 minutes to an hour later or a couple hours later have breakfast before the caffeine. But I hardly ever eat breakfast. So after I drink my coffee, I like to look around the house and see what needs done, and I like to knock out all the chores in the beginning of the day. That way I can spend the day doing whatever else. But yesterday I spent like 6 hours cleaning, so and I did a wash and dry and fold and put away and hung 4 loads of laundry, so I don't really have any laundry to do. I don't really have to do a whole lot today. I just gathered all the trash around the house and threw it out and cleared off Cannon's desk, organized things. I vacuumed in here because he is sensitive to like allergies and hair and dust. So I try to keep it all spiffy span. Caitlin's bedroom. I love her bedroom, although she really doesn't hang out in it much. But it's clean in here, you know. And I wiped down the kitchen counters and the table, and then I swept the whole house. I'm gonna put away dishes, and later after I make Cannon lunch, I'm gonna make a family dinner. I'll wash the dishes in the sink from the dishwasher and put away the dishes. And that's all my chores for the day. And so now I get to do things I enjoy for a little bit. I'm gonna read an hour of the book that I'm reading. I'm gonna read an hour of the Bible. I'm gonna do some yoga for like 30 minutes, and I'm gonna write in my planner. I'm gonna go over grocery lists and maybe go grocery shopping today, tomorrow, whenever. I have dinner items, but I'm out of like lunch items. We're out of snack items. We're out of soda for Cannon and soda water for Caitlin. So you know I should go grocery shopping, but I don't know. We'll see if we can just make do. But yeah, that is what a day in the life of a 26-year-old teen mom that's also a stay-at-home mom. That's what it looks like for me until I have to go pick up my daughter at 4 p.m. Right now it's 11 a.m. and I feel like I'm making good time. All right, bye guys.